What's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Baller Talk. Here, episode 4. We're going to be talking about a little bit of MLB news, a little bit of the Super Bowl and Tom Brady. And I'm actually here with a special guest today, Zach.
Hey guys, what up?
How you doing today, Zach?
I'm doing pretty good. How
That's
are you doing
good.
today, Ben?
I'm doing good. Um, Unfortunately, due to personal reasons, my co-host Chuck cannot be here today, but he should be here Thursday. Um, and hopefully everything will go well by then. But just, real quick, something I want to go over before we get into talking about, Super Bowl and stuff like that. Zach's not a big MLB fan, so I'm just kind of going to go over the stuff that we have here, and then he'll chime in when it comes to the Super Bowl talk. And while we're playing, I have my Danny Dimes franchise I'm going to be playing for you on Twitch and YouTube and Spotify, obviously. You can just hear it again. So, I'm going to start off with going over the new MLB rules that the Players Association and the MLB came up with. What they're doing is, which I don't really agree with, but I'll talk about that afterwards. They're doing a 7-inning doubleheader games and a extra inning rule where, as they did last year, where runner starts on second. Which, I'm all for the 7-inning doubleheaders, like not waste the players' health and stuff like that. Kind of, give them a little bit of a break, per se. Give them a little bit less time. But I am really against the, man starting on second rule. I'm not a big fan of that. I really think it kind of ruins the game a little bit. Because, you could blow a game, like blow a lead, be up 2-1, blow it like the Mets did last year against the Phillies. And then they start with man second, they just are up and they win. Anything can happen. I can see the other side. People say it makes it a little more exciting, the game. Makes it entertaining. But just, in my opinion, I don't like the second base extra inning rules. But it's not up to me. But that's just my opinion on it. As of right now, spring training still is going to start, Tuesday. And it's going to start in 8 days, which is very exciting. The pitchers and catchers report the 17th. The season for actual spring training for games will start, I believe, the 26th of February. And hello to the 4 viewers out there watching. If you guys have any insight or anything you want us to talk about today, feel free to put it in the comments in the chat room, and I can answer them for you. But yeah, I'm excited. We got 6 watching now. How's it going, everyone? I'm really excited for the season. I'm ecstatic. Zach's not really a baseball fan, so he doesn't really have a say on it. But yeah, it's unfortunate with the Bauer situation, signing in Los Angeles. As a Mets fan, I'm a little upset, but, I still love Bauer. I still think he's a very interesting player. He's been one of my favorites for a while, so I hope he does well over there until he plays us, obviously. But, yeah, so that's all I got, I think, for MLB. Oh, well, one more thing kind of regarding spring training is what they're doing is, at least for the Grapefruit League, I believe it's called, Grapefruit League, they're having 28 teams over there, and they're putting them like their own little pods, I think I don't know if it's a strictly AL or it's 8 teams from each, whatever it is, going to be over there, going to be over there in a little pod and play 28 games, while the other league, the Cactus League, will be playing 24, and then to catch up, those 4 mini games will be inter-squad games. So that would be interesting. So kind of like what they had last summer, like where they had the Mets played the Yankees for a little bit, stay in New York, and just, that type of stuff. So that's all I got for the MLB right now. Again, put in the chat below anything you're interested or excited about for the season, I shall say. Because I'm just generally excited about the whole season. In general, ever since the off-season started, I've been really excited. MLB The Show 21 I'm very excited for that, coming out for me April 16th. And, geez, I cannot get away from this defense, this line. But yeah, and they are changing the baseballs, which is interesting. Not a big fan of that. They're changing it to lower the home run rate. So I believe it was every, I think 7%, 6.6% of like runs scored last year were strictly from home runs, which is crazy. They are saying Fuzzy was talking about it. Um, and only it's around like 2 to 3%. And so in 2019 it was 6.6. This 2020 was 6.5. So they're trying to lower, which I don't understand. Like I kind of understand, but like at the same time, like don't you want to see like the balls go out of the park? That's I think in my opinion that's the most exciting part about baseball. Watching the home runs. Obviously good games. Without them too. But it's a bummer. But we'll see what happens. This stuff has already been happening in Colorado and Las Vegas because of their where they are in the world, and it's interesting. But yeah, that's enough for MLB. We'll start getting into the Super Bowl. So Zach, coming into horrible throw. What the fuck? Coming into the Super Bowl, we didn't get asked you what was the team that you were rooting for.
I was rooting for the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. Yep.
So the Chiefs actually beat my team in the AFC Championship. Very upsetting. But
Yep.
I
Your
want Tom
mic is
Brady a seventh ring.
your mic is lagging a lot.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
having
it
some
is.
difficulties right now.
Let me
Um,
figure. Is
Sorry everyone for the difficulties. Happens,
this
technology.
good?
It sounds about the same.
Let me adjust. Yeah. How's the
Worse.
how's the
That's good.
sorry.
That's not bad.
Uh,
Um, we'll talk about, Super Bowl. You said the Bucks. Your reasoning for the Bucks was because the Chiefs beat the Bills, and you don't hate the Chiefs, but you
no,
obviously aren't
hate the
rooting for them.
Chiefs.
What was that?
No, I wasn't really rooting for the Chiefs, but I had a lot of players on the Bucks I would like to wanted to see get a ring, like Antonio Brown, McCoy get a second ring,
Hmm.
Gronkowski, I like Gronk.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
don't mind
agree.
Brady at all.
Hmm. Say that again. Zach, you there? Unfortunately, we can't hear him right now. This wasn't doing it before. He's having Nat type, it looks like. Just try to leave and join back, Zach, if you hear me. But what he was pretty much saying, he was summing up that he wanted to see Antonio Brown win. He wanted to see McCoy win. He wanted to see, he said he didn't mind Brady, which, I agree with those points as well. I really wanted to see Antonio Brown win. I really wanted to see McCoy win another one. He's back to back now. It looks like he's going to retire with a really good career. Pretty impressive. And Shady McCoy was always a beast. Unfortunately, he played for the Eagles for a while, but at least he didn't win with them. And as he's trying to get back here right now, struggling with the Wi-Fi. It happens. Um, so we'll kind of just talk about what I liked about the Super Bowl while we wait for Zach to his internet to kind of work again. Um, I really like. Honestly, people. It was a letdown compared to what people were hyping up to, but I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought I like games where it's a lot of like intense and fun defense, um, and that's kind of what it was. It wasn't like crazy intense, but with the Tyrann Mathieu, um, and Tom Brady, getting in that argument. I'm curious what was said there. I would like to know. I'm sure that will probably get out sometime soon. Danny Dimes having his worst game, I think, right now. Unfortunately, he's won 3 Super Bowls for the Giants, so I had to sign a 6-year deal with the Browns, kind of go somewhere else. As much as I love New York, um, and so yeah, Tom Brady, I got to give him props. He's the goat for sure. Um, winning that seventh ring. Sorry, Zach is gonna try to disconnect. He's gonna try to join back. Let's hope it works. But nah, Tom Brady winning his 7th ring. Got to give it to him. Greatest ever do it. He's definitely not a system quarterback like people were saying in the beginning of the year. Max Kellerman saying he was gonna drop off the cliff right after. It just didn't seem like it was gonna happen. Sorry if you guys hear dogs in the back. It's time for them to eat. Um, so yeah, there's not much just to say. I'm just gonna kind of chill and wait for Zach, see if he joins back up. Yeah. Yeah. One thing. Sorry about that. One thing that I found kind of surprising about. Sorry about the dogs. One thing I found surprising about the Super Bowl was Travis Kelce. You know, Mahomes was playing. He didn't play the greatest, but I still got to give him props for what he did. That the Buccaneers defense was insane, absolutely insane. Um, what's up, Casey? That's good. You're gonna be on today. It's not. It's all right. You can be on another day. You're more than welcome to join whenever. Zach's on right now, but you know, as his mic tends to always lag, so he was lagging, and so he's trying to join back. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, you're more than welcome to join any other time. I don't have a problem with that. But as I get into now, Travis Kelce really shocked me. You know, he really kind of struggled in my opinion. Towards the end, he was, you know, starting to get into it, but they weren't really playing defense. But no, he was dropping catches that he should be making every play. And touchdown. Uh, um, so that was, you know, my kind of surprise the Super Bowl. He said, um, yeah, you can join up and talk Knicks whenever you want. I'll be talking a little about the Knicks today because we actually are playing. And yeah, go shout out to Quickly the Goat. He's gonna be live at 6:45 on Instagram Live, and he's just gonna kind of talk all about Knicks as well. Just go over, you know, his thoughts. He's a huge Quickly fan. Obviously, his name's Quickly the Goat. So shout out to him. Go watch him. He'll probably be up probably around the time I end the stream, because we don't really have too much of a long one today. With unfortunate. Oh no, I pressed R3. Oh, looks like we're gonna get our
I'm
first loss
back.
of the season. Oh, you're back, Zack?
Yeah, very sorry about that.
That's fine.
My internet
Um,
was completely disconnected for some reason.
oh, you're fine. So I was just, you know, talking about my surprises, stuff like that about the Super Bowl. I just want to generally hear your thoughts about the Super Bowl. Just like put it out there. What would you think? What did
So
you
I thought
like?
they,
What were you surprised by?
what I was surprised about was, I really thought the game was gonna be very close. I thought, I thought the Bucks were gonna win. Like you can never bet on Brady. I mean, man's made won 7 Super Bowls, only lost 3. Just never can bet on them.
Hmm.
And so I thought they were gonna win,
Yep.
but I didn't think it was gonna be a complete blowout. Like I was very surprised by how great the Bucks defense was playing. Todd Bowles did a very good job, especially the D line. I know the offensive line was missing for the Chiefs, was missing the players, but they manhandled that offensive line and got to Mahomes very well. Haven't seen that in so long. Seeing Mahomes struggle like that.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, coming into it, they had three offensive linemen were out. Um, So we kind of knew he was going to struggle, but no, that was just absolutely insane. You know, you kind of don't want to put all the blame on the offensive line, but I put a lot of the blame for that game on the offensive line. That was like horrible. But then again, it's not really their fault. Like they don't really play a lot. Obviously, their backups about them. But yeah, I agree. I was kind of shocked that it was 31-9, kind of pretty much a blowout. Um, but you know what I find interesting is it wasn't a boring blowout. You know what I mean?
No, it wasn't. Mahomes was working his ass off trying to get these touchdowns. I mean, he was diving, throwing balls.
Yeah, he was
He
he was
almost
trying his
Tyreek
hardest.
Hill. I think it was Tyreek Hill. No, I think it was Hillman actually. Almost caught a amazing catch in the end zone, but
Oh
beat
yeah,
the ball
back
at the grave.
yeah, yeah, back
He
in the
wasn't
corner of
in,
the end zone.
but
Yeah, that was an
but
impressive try at
you
least.
could tell they were trying. You could the defense. I really think the defense was kind of the true MVPs, to be honest.
Oh
Defense was
yeah,
just killing it.
yeah, they really were. You got to give props to them. You know, they were good defense
As you can,
a lot throughout the season.
as
What were
they
you
always
saying?
say, defense wins games, and that
Yeah,
just showed you defense wins games.
yeah. Defense wins games. It really
I mean, that
does.
was probably Holmes' worst game, if you could be honest. One of his worst games, at least.
Yeah, it had to be. It was pretty embarrassing, I guess, to say. You know, like it wasn't like he played absolute dog shit, but he struggled.
But he
He
kind
really
of played
did.
absolute dog shit.
He struggled. He definitely struggled, but it's hard when you got that offensive line in front of you that's not doing anything for you, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
But I
he
guess,
really he ran like
go ahead.
then I think I read somewhere that Mahomes ran like 486 yards just
Yeah,
back and forwards
yeah,
and all that.
yeah, something like that. It was
So
insane. 456 or
you could
something
tell they were
around there.
trying.
Yeah, they wanted to win, you know. I mean, the thing came out that with Brady asking for Godwin's number, he said, "You give me your number, and I'll give you a ring," and that's just legendary. He did it. You know, I found out,
Yeah.
I don't really hate Brady as much as I thought. I guess I just truly hate Patriots, Brady, and Patriots fans. They are, you know, like
I
some of
think
the most annoying fans.
I think what I hate most about I don't know, it's something about Belichick, Kraft, and Brady together.
Hmm.
Like you got like they're like evil masterminds. It like makes any
Yeah,
sense.
they're always the enemies. They just look, you know, I get what you're saying, 100%.
Their smirk, like their smile, like they just always look like villains.
Yeah, they really do. It's kind of funny to think about. But like, you know, there's no one hates Bruce Arians. You know, no one hates him. Like, you can't
No, and
hate or say, like, yes, you can say that the refs were a little bit on his side. Maybe they were. Some calls were definitely on his side in
to be
the NFC
honest, even if
game
the
and all
refs
that.
weren't
But
like
yeah,
that, I think the Bucks still would have won.
yeah, you know,
I
but you
don't
just got to
blame
give it
really
to him.
that
Like,
much on the refs.
they just won fair and square. You know, all season they didn't
The better
when they
team
were
won,
when
but
they were starting to lose games. Oh no way, I missed this. Oh my gosh, when they started to when they started to lose games. Like I don't know. They had a little losing streak, I believe, midway through that season part.
they did.
Weren't they like 7-5, 7-6 at one point, in like
Hmm.
third in their division or
Pretty
whatnot?
sure, yeah.
And you know, they never complained or blamed anything. They just, you know, kind of kept
I
going and kept
mean,
trucking.
Brady was kind of complaining a little bit.
Like
You
when?
know, you definitely heard the stories and stuff of Brady and Arians kind of getting into it in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they were, um, because Brady wanted to do it his way, and Aaron said, "Nah, we're doing it this way." But
And
honestly,
they did
then
it Brady's
they
way, and that's
decided
what
to do
happened.
Brady's way, and it worked. I
I mean,
can't get past this fat fuck. It's actually like pissing me off. I can't get by him. This I don't know
over
who the
there.
hell this is. He's just being able to get by my offensive line. The offensive line on this team sucks. The Browns franchise I'm doing.
I
Um,
mean, I was picking the Chiefs and the Packers. That's who I thought the Super Bowl was gonna be.
that's what I picked as well.
But
I would have liked that
I
Super Bowl.
should have known. I mean, the Packers, the last NFC champion, like they've lost what, three in a row now, two in a row.
Something like that. I don't know if it was in a row, but they lost. They
Oh,
lost.
they lost. I know they were in there last year and they lost.
What was that? You were lagging.
They were in the NFC Championship last year.
Yeah.
And I think they were there the year before,
Were
2018.
they?
I mean,
Yeah, I
I
don't.
could be wrong. I gotta check that up.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't remember, but I guess what were your thoughts on Mahomes versus Brady? Do you think we'll get this matchup again in the playoffs? Do you think Mahomes will eventually be better than Brady? In my opinion, I think yes. I
In my
think Mahomes
opinion,
has that ability.
I think he'll be a better player. Just like what I said about Rodgers. I think Rodgers is a better player than Brady. Better, more athletic, better throwing arm. But great player? No, I don't think he has a chance. I do not think he's gonna get 7 rings.
You know,
I think he might get more MVPs, but no, I just don't think he'll get 7 rings.
I
I
honestly
don't.
see Mahomes breaking that 7 rings record. I really do. I think he is the best chance of any player to do it right now.
Yeah, I mean he's very young.
Yeah, he's got
Definitely,
so
I
much
think is
time
gonna be
left.
a probably a top 3 quarterback at the end of his career, maybe even top 2.
Yeah. It's impressive, you know. It's like you got to give your props to Brady, but also give your props to Mahomes. I don't know how the Bengals are up 17. Um, yeah, you just got to give it to Brady there. Like
Yeah, I mean,
It's just impressive.
love him or hate him, but he's the GOAT, and I think he's going to be the GOAT for at least the next decade. More,
Yeah.
I
Like
think.
I think Mahomes is gonna pass. Like I want to say Mahomes is gonna pass him,
But
but
you can't say it because
it's just
he got
yeah,
plenty of years ahead of him.
it's tough. We won't find out for another honestly probably 15 years to see if Mahomes the greatest. I agree with you. I think for
Hmm.
this next entire decade, um, it's still gonna be Brady as the best GOAT, like by far. I would say in this next
Hmm.
decade, I honestly think Mahomes gonna get two or three,
Me too. I
and
think
be
he'll
at three
get
or
two or
four.
three.
Honestly, if the way like stat wise, the way Mahomes playing, if he only wins like only I say only, but if he wins four rings, three rings, and does like passes him in every stat, like it's by far Mahomes because
I mean, right now
he already
Mahomes
has
is
more through his
pretty.
first 3 years than Brady did, and Brady had some pretty good first three
Yeah.
years.
Hmm.
Oh, I was not in the
I mean,
pocket.
kind of like Brady, he didn't play his first year either.
Yeah.
They had Alex Smith. In his second year, he basically shined. He actually shined a lot more than Brady did. I mean, Brady
Mhm.
did get made it to the Super Bowl and got the ring. But Holmes lost to Brady in the AFC Championship. But geez, he had what 51
And
touchdowns,
he
something like
they
that,
should have won that
5,000
game.
yards.
They should have won that game
Yeah,
against the
but
Patriots too.
it probably would have been a better Super Bowl than the Patriots and the Rams.
By far. By far. And the Rams still would have done pretty bad, but offensively at
And we
least.
could. You want to talk about this Rams team going into next season?
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to, go ahead, talk about them.
I really think this Rams team. I can't say they'll make the Super Bowl. But I think I can say they're like pretty damn close.
Sorry for everyone with the
They're
robot mic. It's not a big deal, but I do apologize. Go ahead.
is Mike doing that again?
It's been robot the whole time, but it's like I can still understand what you're saying. I just want to just apologize in advance, just in case it's a little
Oh,
bit
I'm
iffy for them.
sorry. Yeah, I don't know why my mic's being like this. It wasn't like this before.
Yeah, for the whole 2 hours before, it wasn't
So
like this. It's weird.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And then once we start the podcast, it just start fucking up.
yeah, exactly.
Kind of
All right,
pissing
but
me off.
go
Not
on.
gonna lie.
Go on about the Rams. I'm interested in what you were saying.
I This Rams team. I mean, they got Stafford. I mean, not saying Jared Goff is a bad quarterback. I think he's a pretty decent
But
quarterback. But I
Stafford's
really think
definitely an
actually
upgrade.
Stafford's elite. Definitely,
Yeah,
he's an elite. I mean, he is. You gotta remember, he is in this. I think he's 32 now.
something like
Definitely in
that.
his
Yep.
30s. I
He was
mean,
drafted what
Goff is a
2009 or
lot
something around
younger.
there. 2010,
2009, yeah, 2009.
2009.
But I mean, this Rams
It
team is very good. They got good receivers. They got great defense, amazing defense. They got a great
they
coach.
that yeah.
I I don't think. I think they will make. Again, I say they'll make the Super Bowl, but they can't say that. I don't think they're gonna make it next year because we got Brady still.
Mhm.
Brady's still gonna play,
Mhm.
but I think they'll make the NFC Championship or at least divisional. They're gonna make it
I honestly agree.
very
I
far.
think they have a really good chance of winning that division. They that's a tough division with Seattle and possibly
It
the
is a very
49ers
tough
coming
division.
back.
The 49ers. I
The
mean, if
Cardinals.
everyone's healthy, forget that team is very good.
Yeah. I don't think they're as good as everyone thinks, but I'll give them their props. With their
Yeah, I mean
defense
they
and
made the
stuff.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
A
Um,
lead, but
I think I agree with you.
still,
That what really puts them over that edge is their defense. And now that they
Aaron
got
Donald's just a
Stafford,
complete
it's like
monster.
you got a nice veteran that can lead that. Like, don't get me wrong, Jared Goff could lead it, but he really couldn't lead it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he could do really well, but he can't do. I don't honestly think what Matthew Stafford can do.
he can do Stafford. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean he's a good quarterback, but he's not
Yeah.
an elite quarterback. I think
Yeah.
most people would say Matthew Stafford's an elite quarterback, even though he's never won a playoff game. But I mean, you got to look at the team that he was with. He
Exactly. And the
basically only
coaches he's
had
been
Calvin
having.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you give him with some decent receivers, some really nice coaching in a warm area now. I know it really doesn't matter, but at the same time, yeah, people are just mentally. He was
A big
mentally
market
drained in
too.
Detroit. he is now like rejuvenated, and he's with his friend Clayton Kershaw, who's a pitcher for the Dodgers. Um, and like I think this is really a bright spot for both sides. No, I didn't want to throw.
Hmm.
Even the Jared Goff going to the Detroit, I think that's a
Yeah, I
good for
even think. I
both.
mean, they got some draft picks, and I think Jared Goff, he could he could learn kind of like he could become that elite quarterback in Detroit, and then in off season. I don't think he signed a contract yet. I
Yeah, I'm
think
not
after
sure.
this, he will go into free agency,
Hmm.
and
He's gonna.
he signed with a
It's
better team.
Yeah. I think the Lions may have won that trade just because of what they got,
They did
but
get a
with all
lot
those
of
first round
picks.
picks. But I'm generally pretty excited about the Rams.
Yeah,
See
me
how they're
too.
gonna
I
do.
mean,
Now, go ahead.
the the Rams. I mean, Matthew Stafford's playing in a big market now. He got a new stadium. He got elite defense, pretty
Yep.
good offense. I just don't great coach. I just don't think anything bad can happen. But it's NFL, so anything can happen.
Exactly. The only thing that I really think is at this point against them, and it's against every team in that division, is their division. Playing the
Hmm.
Cardinals twice, playing the Niners twice, playing the Seahawks twice. They could easily lose
They have a
both
really good
games
division.
for against all like they could easily go 0-6 against all those squads. They easily could. They could easily also, I think they could split. It's gonna be tough. It's really hard to tell right now just because it's really early off season. We don't know how it's gonna go, but that's what I think is really gonna mess with them is that division
Hmm.
themselves. Because I mean the Seahawks, they're still a good team. They can still do
Yeah.
it. I think the 49ers are still going to be the bottom of the division. Just that's my opinion. I really don't think they're as good as
I think the
they
49ers, if
think.
they get Deshaun Watson, I think it'll be the division. I'm not
If
gonna
they
lie.
get Deshaun Watson, they could win that division. Yeah,
They got
I just think with Jimmy, they're
a
not
really
going
good
to.
defense. No, me either. I don't really
I'm
think
not very high on
Jimmy's
Jimmy.
that great.
Yeah,
Me either.
he's not
I
anything
mean, he brought
special
his
to
team
me.
to a good record,
Like, yeah,
but
he was injured for
he didn't
most of the
really
year,
bring his
so we didn't
team.
really get to see what he came off, what
That's
he's
what
coming
it is.
off.
He's always injured. He's injury prone. I mean, he's been in the league. I think he got drafted in 2015, and he's been. I mean,
And
he
he's
didn't play those first 2 years because he's on the Patriots. But when he got to the 49ers, he's only played like 20 games, not even like
yeah,
17 games, something like that. He's been on
yeah,
them for like
he's
3 years now.
mm-hmm,
Very injury prone.
very. Now we'll go to the AFC East, your favorite team, the Bills. I just kind of want you to, I guess, hear what your thoughts, not your thoughts on your favorite team. Whoa, why is it throwing? Oh, okay, it worked out. Touchdown. Is Austin Hooper? I don't know. Um, just like your thoughts on this season, your thoughts on what's going to happen, what you want to see this off season, um, what you think is going to happen, just kind of like everything Bills. Like I just want to hear what you, because you're a
I'm glad
big
you asked
Bills
that
fan.
question. So, people probably won't agree with me on this one. I mean, I really like what this team did. I really did. Been a pretty, pretty big Bills fan my whole life. I mean, I wasn't really watching because when I was younger and we were doing really bad. But my dad was always watching, playing the games in the background, always doing that, like watching the stuff. Josh Allen, he really surprised me this year. I was
Hmm.
thinking he was gonna make a Pro Bowl, but I was not thinking he was gonna be a top 5 in the MVP race. Diggs, everyone said Diggs was going to be bad locker room, but Allen and Diggs love each other. You can tell that Diggs likes Buffalo a lot, and there's been no not locker room issues so far. I don't think
Yeah,
there
it's a
will
great
be
fit.
next season either. I mean, Diggs really shined in Buffalo. What
Hmm.
we need to do better is I really thought so. Single in 2019, Singletary actually had a pretty decent rookie season. He had I think 758 yards, 4 touchdowns.
You
He
said in 2018,
was breaking a lot. 2019 is rookie year.
2019. Okay.
Yeah, and he was doing really good. He was always making some big runs, but this year Singletary was just he wasn't doing it. He wasn't doing it for me. It was kind of
Yeah.
disappointing since pretty high hopes for him
Hmm.
to do, and our run game it just wasn't there really at all. I mean, Josh Allen I think was second in leading the rushing yards this year for us. I mean, we have it. uh, we have a great team, but we don't have a good rushing team. We don't have a good rush defense, and I think our D line and our O line could get better. Because a lot of times Allen, their O-line's not really blocking that well for Allen. He always got to scramble, get sacked behind like 15 yards, something like that. He's kind of what Mahomes was doing
Mm-hmm.
this in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to get a better D-line. I mean, Ed Oliver had a pretty good rookie season. He started playing a lot better in the end. I think with most of our defense, they started playing a lot better in the end of the year.
I'm
Which really,
shocked
I
he
don't
even
know
got to
why
play
we
this
weren't
season.
playing that good because of the whole arrest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm not shocked. The NFL lets a lot of things slide.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
our defense was um, at least top 10 in 2019. I'd even go as far and say top 5. We had a elite defense. Our offense wasn't that good at all, really. We didn't really have a good offense. But our
Mm-hmm.
defense was very, very good. We had Tre'Davious White, All-Pro. He made Pro Bowl this year. I mean, he's still good, but he wasn't Tre'Davious White in 2019.
Yeah.
Same with Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds, very good third-year player. We got to re-sign him coming up soon. He played pretty good in the second half of the season. Still made Pro Bowl. I really don't think he should have made Pro Bowl, to be honest. But he was very good in 2019. And then it's like we have good defensive backs, but our defensive line is just not there
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. We never really get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of costs us, especially against the Chiefs. And our O-line for the Chiefs, too.
Yeah.
We just
I
don't have any
was
rush offense at all.
I was really impressed with the Bills this year. I was not expecting. I was expecting maybe 10 wins, anywhere between 10 and 11. I was
That's
not
I was going.
expecting a
I
13.
said 11 wins.
Yeah. It was
Nope.
shocked. Give it to them. I think they're going to be a good team in upcoming years. I mean, if they look, the power rankings going into next year, they already put out. Bills are number 2, Chiefs are 1. So, Bills are getting their
Wow.
respect.
As we should. I think we might be getting a little too much respect though, because we still haven't got the job done. I mean, making the AFC Championships very, very good for a team that had a heartbreaking loss to the Texans in the wild card last year. Very
Yeah.
upsetting.
And that was honestly, you can't blame it all on Josh Allen. That was a lot of Josh Allen. You could tell, like, he really
And that
did.
was our O line too.
He really
Our
did.
offensive line was
Yeah, like he didn't. The word's not mature, but he really did get better and kind of. I can't think of the word right now. It's an easy word, but he said pretty much that he really was motivated and driven and worked hard on it, and he really showed that he did. He acted
yeah.
like a veteran in the situations. Obviously he's
I
gonna
also gotta
still
talk about
panic.
our wide receivers. Cole Beasley, very surprising that he kind of had a breakout season in his 30s. Don't think he's going to be at the team for that long, but I know he's going to be here next year. I expect him to have, can't say 1,000 yards like he did this year, because John Brown was also injured for a lot of the season. But
Hmm.
he played very well. Gabriel Davis, the rookie that we picked up in the draft, I didn't think he was going to do that much, and he was doing a lot of good things in the early part of the season.
Yeah,
So we have some pretty good receivers.
you do. You
We
got
just don't got a run
arguably the
game.
top 5 receiver in the league, Diggs. Arguably top 3. I think what really
Yeah, I mean,
truly is on your side big time is not just chemistry, but Diggs and Allen's chemistry. That is like
mhm.
a best friends for a year type of duo. You know what I mean? Like for years, like they've seen like they've been best friends forever since they were growing up. They really just clicked right in, and
They really did.
and it's
And
impressive.
I think it's because he's actually has someone that can throw the ball to him. I mean, a lot of people will part or excuse me, we're talking about Josh Allen's accuracy going into this year. I mean, I was too. He wasn't really that accurate the last 2 seasons,
Hmm.
but this year, I mean, I think his accuracy is really good. I mean, he's been improving every single year.
Yeah.
I still think he's gonna keep improving.
Yep.
I mean, he's the top 5 quarterback right now, and hey, we don't know what he can do in the next couple years.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting and interesting. I like the Bills as a squad. I don't like their fans. I really don't. I haven't had good encounters with any of their fans. Um, So, that
Jets
part.
fans.
But I do enjoy rooting for their team. I genuinely I like them. They're an
Yeah, we're
exciting team.
underdogs.
What?
We're underdogs.
Yeah. You
And
guys you
like
were
ever.
respected coming into the year, but yeah, you guys were definitely a little bit of underdogs there. Um,
Especially when you got blown out by the Titans, and then we only
mhm.
lost by 9 against the Chiefs the week after that. But Allen was not playing that good at all.
Yeah.
Uh, then we went on a good run again. Still, we only kicked field goals against the Jets. Tyler Bass did a good job at doing that, but uh, that was a very kind of a disappointing game that we could only beat them with field goals. I was like, the Jets might beat us actually going into halftime, and we lose to the Cardinals.
I was a
Heartbreak,
little nervous you
but
guys were going to lose that game against the Jets, but luckily,
I
luckily you
know
didn't.
Jets fans would piss me off if we lost.
Yeah.
But
You guys
heartbreaking
arguably
loss to
have
the
the most
Cardinals, and
annoying fan
after
bases
that,
in your division. So do we, though. We have the Cowboys and Eagles.
hmm
The top two annoying, most annoying.
the Dolphins were not annoying,
Yeah, Dolphins are
but
the only team in that
Jets and
division not
Patriots.
annoying. You got to give respect to the
Jets, you can kind of
Dolphins.
feel bad for. Yeah,
I don't
we're
feel
kind of
bad
like
for the
Buffalo
Jets.
underdogs. Nah, their fan base are just they're dickheads to be honest.
Yeah, they're not the
I just
nicest.
don't. Yeah, they're not. But the Bills. I mean, I think once we lost to the Cardinals, upsetting. We didn't lose a single game after that until the AFC Championship game, and we were actually the #1 in the league for scoring the most points from that. We were beating each team by like 20 points.
Hmm.
It was insane. I was very happy to be a Bills fan, especially when we beat the Steelers. All the Steelers fans were giving us shit and stuff. They're talking about annoying fan bases. I know
Oh
you
yeah,
feel about that, Ben.
yeah. Steelers are really
They were
annoying.
giving me shit all the time, and we destroyed them. Played the 49ers, destroyed them. Played the Ravens, didn't destroy them. I mean, we played like we played pretty good in the playoffs. I think we had a very good year this year, and I'm very excited to see what people do upcoming years.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add on them?
No,
Or anything
I
else you'd
think
want to
the
add about the
Bills.
NFL? Anything you're excited for next year besides the
Uh,
Bills?
well, I'm excited for off season. Very excited for off season. I mean, not that many players like last year that are free agent. Uh, Actually, there's really only one great player that was there for Mr. Brady,
Say
but
that
he
again?
really changed the off season. Brady
Oh,
in the
Brady.
off season, I was talking about there wasn't many great players in the off season this year. I
Hmm.
said there was a lot last year, but Brady was really the only one. But he changed the Bucks game. But
Yeah,
I mean, I
the
wonder where Juju will go. I don't know if he will stay with Steelers. I don't hope. Yeah, oh, he's going to Buffalo, but I hope he's going to Buffalo. Feel like ruin the chemistry.
yeah.
We don't even like Juju anyways. We hate him after he danced on our logo.
As you should. Um, I don't hate Juju. I'm interested to see where him. I'm interested to see if Dallas really does franchise tag or try to sign Dak again because I don't know what's going on there. Um, I don't know if they didn't put him in his hype video. I don't know if they truly really want him back. It's interesting. He wants to be back.
I want
Um,
him. I just don't think they want to pay him all that much.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. They don't want to
he's
give him
asking for
what
a
he
lot of
deserves, pretty
money.
much.
I mean, he deserves the money though.
Yeah,
He's a great quarterback. I mean, he was looking like an MVP until he got injured.
yeah. He really was.
I wonder about the news with Russell Wilson.
Oh
You want
yeah.
to talk about that?
Yeah, I don't
He's
think
not.
he's getting traded. I think he's staying. I think they just are gonna he just is upset about the offensive line. He's upset that he's getting hit so often. Which he
He
should
wasn't like he
like
didn't like the offensive coordinator either.
yeah.
Thank God they fired him. But
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see, what happens with him. I don't know if I can really picture Wilson anywhere else. Okay. I don't know if I can picture him anywhere else at any other squad. I feel like most people can't picture him anywhere else either.
No, but I don't think he'll be a Seahawk for the rest of his career. I'll be honest.
You don't
I
think
mean,
so?
it's kind of a lot of players. Yeah, a lot of players. I mean, Eli Manning was a job the his whole career. But Rivers looking like it's going to be too. And then he went to the
Well, I'm not really
the
quite sure what you're
full.
saying. You were lagging pretty bad.
Oh, was it?
What did
Yeah,
you just say?
I don't know what the hell's that. I was talking about how players, not a lot of quarterbacks, don't stay with their team for their whole career. And I was talking about how Eli Manning. I mean, he stayed with the Giants, but not
Yeah,
Philip Rivers. Look, Philip Rivers was going to stay with the Chargers. I thought he was going to
yeah, and then he did
until
the
they
surprise
drafted
move.
Justin.
Yeah. Um, that's all I got for the NFL right now. If you want to just for just a few minutes talk about before, sorry, it's gonna be a short stream, and again, sorry for the quality of
For the
the
mic.
audio. We
Yeah,
have no idea why his mic is lagging like this. It was lagging the
I
entire
wasn't doing
time.
that before.
Um, we're not really sure why, so again, sorry about that. I'll try to get that, fixed for the next one. Not really sure what's up.
Hmm.
It's a little bit annoying. Not like mad at Zach at all. It's not under his fault. It's just like annoying that just happened to happen now. Um, so
Yeah, I don't know why.
he'll get that fixed up. Um, going into the next one because he'll obviously be on again. But I guess kind of just want to talk about the NBA real quick. Um, the Knicks, we traded for Derrick Rose, which is exciting to have him back. He's gonna be wearing number 4. A lot of people are upset. They want him wearing 25, but I don't. It's like who cares? It's just a number. Um, he got traded for Dennis Smith and a pick or so. I don't remember exactly which pick. I believe a second round. But we won that, I think, and he is active tonight at 7:30 Eastern time against the Heat. We're 11-14. They're 9-14. He's going to be coming off the bench. Zach's a Heat fan. He doesn't really follow basketball as much. Like, what do you know so far about this year?
This year, well, I know the Lakers are killing it. I know yeah, the 76ers are killing it, but I really haven't paid attention to basketball as much as I used to. I used to be a really big basketball fan. Now
Yeah,
I'm more of a football fan than a basketball fan.
yeah, um,
I still like it. Still watch
yeah.
games.
hmm Um, yeah. I'm very happy with how the Knicks are doing this year. 11-14, a lot better than what we normally are. I think Thibodeau's a great coach. We're doing really well defensively. Looking at the games today, it's Nets Pistons, which will be a nice win for the Nets. The Nets really boosted right up as they should. A great team. Houston, New Orleans will be a good one. Boston, Utah. The Jazz have been killing it. 19-5 this year. They
Yeah,
they've
they've been looking good.
they've really been doing well. Let me see. I believe they are the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed is the Lakers at 19-6, and then Clippers at 17-8. Phoenix, since last time we talked, went to that 4 spot. Um, let's see. Anyone else big moves? Let's see. No, it looks like everyone else is pretty the same except the Hornets have kind of gone up to 6. Oh, and the Cavs went all the way down to 10. They've been struggling in the last few games. Um, just looking at Sixers are 17-7. So yeah, interesting. Definitely, I'm happy it's a little bit of different teams winning this year. You know what I mean? Like, no one wants to see the same teams winning every year, but it's a little bit of a different mix this year, which is kind of exciting. I'm excited for what the playoffs are going to be like, because it's what they're doing is what they did last year with the play-in. So 10 seeds will make it, but the 8, 9, and 10 will be like playing, like forcing out for that 8th seed. So it's not going to be a 10-team playoff, as people believe, but it's still going to be an exciting time to be a Knicks fan. Hopefully, to see if we can fight out for that. Sitting at the 8th seed at the moment. Oh no, excuse me, at the 9th seed at the moment. The Raptors have really pushed up. They're the 8th seed. They're 11-13. So that's interesting. So do you have anything else to add on, Zach, for today? It's going to be kind of cut a little bit short, a little bit bare today. I'm sorry for that. But what I'm thinking about for next video on Thursday, Chuck should be back. It might be a little bit more of a play each other. It might be something where I don't post actually anything on Spotify. Sorry, Spotify listeners. Um, like for on Thursday, might have to wait until Friday or Saturday because if I have another special guest on. But it might be maybe a surprise like Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, or maybe we play each other in MLB, something like that, or maybe uh, Pro-Am with Zack and all of us because we all have the PS5 so we can like play Pro-Am together. Oh wait, Chuck doesn't. So maybe not Pro-Am, I guess.
No, Chuck doesn't
Um,
have. He's
but
definitely liking all of them on.
yeah, we'll have a lot of people to do something. Maybe it'll be a stream where we do Quiplash. I know Zach
Oh
really
yeah,
likes that game. Zach really likes that game a
I
lot.
love that game.
Yep, it's just like a trivia game and more other fun stuff, which will be in it. But yeah, just want to thank you guys for joining up today. I want to thank Zach as well for joining up today. So thank you,
Oh,
Zach.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course,
Thank
we'll
you
have
for
you back
having me.
anytime.
I'm sorry for my mic. Like
All
I
good.
don't
It's
know why
all
it's
good.
doing this.
Yeah, nah, don't worry about it. Hopefully next time it'll be all right. It's not the end of the
I'll
world.
make sure
Things
it's better
happen.
next time.
Technical
Hmm.
difficulties happen, and they're unfortunate, but nothing we can do about it. Um, but yeah, I just want to thank you guys for joining up on these last few episodes, and hopefully I will see you guys on Thursday with my co-host Chuck. Yeah, and we can, make some bangers still. So have a good day, everyone. Thanks for joining up.